coming up with a strong run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Knight. Oh, the ball comes down. He's looking to go. And he's taken down at the 43-yard line. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the best venues in all of football. And you know who loves it here? The coach, Jonathan Coachman. Big-time Chiefs fan. He's a Kansas native. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the house today. And he's got the first down. From the shotgun now. Inside handoff. The ball comes out. And the defense has it. They closed in on that ball quickly. So for the first time in this showcase, we'll get a look at QB2 and his offensive weapons. Tommy Matthews among them. Going deep now for Matthews. And that's almost picked off. The safety nearly made the catch. So get this. Earlier today, I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in typical fashion, he did not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good against QB2, and he's tackled at the 47. A 35-yard gain, and they waste no time getting down the field. Hawk gets the handoff, and he won't get much on first down. Xavier Edmonds on the tackle. So yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year, it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top 2 quarterbacks in the country face off. I'm speaking, of course, about QB2 and Braxton Knight. Following the incomplete pass on 2nd down, it's 3rd down. Throws left, it's complete. Touchdown! Jamison Maddox, a showcase highlight for years to come. Here's Myers now for the extra point. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. So as they get set to kick it away, I can't help but think back to what Coach Robbins told me before the game. How his defense was going to shut down QB2. Hadn't exactly happened, and I'd be very interested in hearing his thoughts right about now. So the Hawks are lined up now, and the chat for this live stream filled with opinions presented as facts. By the way, feel free to add your own. I know I do. The drive begins on the ground with Grove. And all it takes is one play to move the sticks. A great run there. You know, a high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools. And this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma, you name it, they're here. And he rips off a nice gain to the 45-yard line. Operating now on the opposite side of the field. Here's the start of a new series. Knight hands it to Grove, and they'll bring him down at the 40-yard line. I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. My guy Reggie gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it's a heavyweight matchup when you've got schools like Oregon, Florida, and Southern California among the fans here today. A quick hitter for the completion. And he's down to about the 36-yard line. 3rd and short, but the defense is thinking pass. Now it's time to switch sides as we conclude the opening quarter. And coming up shortly, more elite high school football from the Midwest Prep Showcase. On 3rd and short, he'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he puts together a great run to get across the line, picking up the first. Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game, and who do I see but the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan. which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is. Needing just a couple yards. Here's 2nd and 2. The rock goes to Grove. And he'll push his way through the line. A strong run to earn the first. We're seeing this offense come up with a variety of ways to move the ball on this drive, picking up first downs along the way. Now from the red zone, it's Knight. Over the middle, it's a Cole. And there's a flag on the field as he's taken down.
Holding offense.
Don't do us like that.
So there's the call. Offensive holding as they give up 10 yards. One last thought on Snoop, he's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And I wonder if he wasn't whispering in QB2's ear about the Trojans, right? I mean, who knows, but I wouldn't be surprised. They go play action. Down the middle of the field, it's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks. And now they'll have a chance to knot up the score. And that'll tie things up as they prepare to kick it away. Ready now for the kick. Fielded at the 3. And he's taken down after putting together a nice sequence on that return. Opening play of this drive for the Knights. And we've got ourselves a tie ball game as they open up this drive. Looking downfield, here's QB2. He gets it to Matthews. And wow, listen to this crowd. I mean, if that doesn't give you goosebumps, everyone here well aware of his story with a heart condition. Talk about a moment. From the back of the eye, Hawk scans the field. Now he brings the ball down. He's on the move. Got it out just in time, but a solid hit forces that incompletion. Someone check that dude's chiclets. Naturally, people across the football landscape are sharing their thoughts on where they think QB2 will go to college. Some think Miami, others insist it's Texas. But I can tell you this, I'm beyond confident his decision will be the top thing trending on signing day. Midway through the second quarter, it's 3rd and 10. The Knights will run it. And he's nowhere close to a first down. I mean, let the second guessing begin on whether they should have passed it there. Going back to signing day, I got to say, despite the crazy number of people who came out to see QB2 in person here today, there are so many more following him on social media, waiting on any kind of announcement. Truly, the level of interest is like nothing I've ever seen. After giving up the field goal, the Hawks are back to receive. From a yard or two inside the goal line, he's got it. And he'll take a knee for the touchback. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And just 3 points separate these squads in a tight first half. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Spots Rash, completes the throw. Tackled as he pulls in the ball. Just a yard on the catch there, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Just a couple minutes remaining now in the second quarter. Quick reminder, there's no 2-minute warning in high school football. The game clock just keeps running. And the ball pops free as the defender timed that hit perfectly. Out of the gun on 3rd. He's got his man in stride. It's complete. And he's down at the 35. Braxton Knight, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since he became a starter last season. When he gets this offense clicking, it is a sight to behold. Second down, back to pass. Looks right, and it's complete along the sideline. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. On first down, he'll drop back. Oh, hold on, he's running left. And he's taken down after a huge gain on the play. A 25-yard gain, and now in striking distance. Inside the red zone, it's Knight. And he makes the catch. And he's out at the 21. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, the size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, the Hawks tight end. He could suit up for a primetime college game tomorrow, no problem, and not get thrown around. And he's got the first down just outside the end zone. Now the Hawks call timeout. That leaves them with 2 now as we unravel the final moments of this opening half. Lots of success through the air on this drive. It's first and goal. From the gun, it's Knight. So that falls incomplete, but there is a flag down. Here's the verdict after the Zebras talk it over. So it's roughing the passer, and that's a 15-yard penalty. Going with the run, launches the stick. He will not be denied. Touchdown, Hawks. A.J. Grove. He bulldozed his way into the end zone. And he gets it to go. The lead now, 14-10. After giving up the touchdown, the Knights are back to receive. Caught in the end zone. And his decision to bring it out proves fruitful as he puts together a great return. First play of the drive for the Knights, and this will likely be the final drive of this opening half. Hand off to Hawk, and they'll make the stop after a solid gain on the play. Now Coach Fetu calls timeout. That'll leave them with 2 in this opening half as we near the halfway mark. Hawk gets another carry, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now the Knights call timeout. They're down to just 1 now, and with halftime on the horizon. After a minimal pickup, it's 3rd down. Seeking the first, here's Hawk. And that's a solid pickup before he's finally taken down. Timeout called by the Knights. Their 3rd and final one as we unravel the final moments of this opening half. Working now from the far side of the logo, it's first down. Running right now, they toss it to Hawk. Oh, and he's brought down for a loss of yards. Hawks lined up in the backfield. So, after 2 quarters of action, it's the Hawks out in front. And when we return, the second half of the Midwest Prep Showcase, the wait is over. Time now to kick off the second half of this matchup. He fields it at the 2. And he'll be brought down after finding a bit of room up the field. The Knights take over on offense. And there's Coach Fetu calling out some instructions for QB2 from the sideline. Goes to his left, it's complete. And he's stopped at the 41-yard line. A 30-yard gain, and one of the absolute best plays of the One running back look with 3 tight ends on the field. They'll go to Hawk for the first time in this second half. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. And it was only a matter of time, right? Reggie just told me the hashtag QB2 to the U is a thing. Gotta love social media. And let's be honest, you just know Miami's been selling this kid on the incredible tradition they have at the QB position. Another 1st and 10, and even more of a threat to score now. Hawk gets the rock, and a solid gain to the 8-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Another give to Hawk, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! And they take the lead once again. Now the kick for one more. And he knocks it through. The tally now, 17-14. Following the touchdown, the Knights are ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as he elects to take a knee. Momentum on their side. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive here with Grove. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. So Coach Fetu, spelled F-E-T-U, for the longest time I was pronouncing it Coach Feta, like feta cheese. So let's just say I'm thankful he's a forgiving guy for as big of a guy as he is. And they go backwards, losing yardage. Boy, they've shown no fear on 3rd down all game long. A great conversion rate. Can they do it again here? He's back to pass. Right side of the field, it's complete. And he's out of bounds at the 30. Now going back to Coach Fetu, someone who is universally beloved by players old and new, but he's certainly got his quirks. If I gave you a dime for every time he said Samoan warrior style in a film study, I think you'd be a very rich person. And a flash of agility there before he's tackled. The return good for 10 yards. Opening play of this drive for the Knights. And you just know they'd love to add to their 3-point lead as they begin their attack. Trying to get something going on the ground. He finds a lane. He's on the move. 10.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's all the way home for a touchdown. Sammy Hawk, a show-stopping score from beyond midfield. Myers now to add the extra point. It's up and it's good. The advantage now 24-14. Touchdown. The Hawks are back to receive. This is fielded just inside the goal line. Yeah, I think the special teams coach's head might have exploded if he took that one out. Right choice on the touchback. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And field general Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being down double digits at any point in his career. And he comes up with a nice gain before he's taken down. Grove gets another carry. And he's brought down after a solid pickup. 15 yards on the play. And a first down for the Hawks. Here's Knight to start the series. Picks up a nice chunk of yards before he's brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and now it's 2nd and 6. Shotgun look. The Hawks will try the counter on 2nd down. And look at that, tackled for a loss, sending this offense backwards. A big play started the drive, but here they are suddenly facing a 3rd and 10. Gathers the snap. They set up the screen, and that's complete. Now he's taken down. The defense holds him to just a yard, so it'll be 4th down. And so the Hawks are ready to punt it away. And he gives it the boot. Whistle blows to signal the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. So we resume action here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down play coming up. He airs this one out, and that deep ball is incomplete. Attacked the secondary to start the series, but they couldn't make the connection. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on 1st. Off the play fake. And he's tackled at the 41. A 21-yard gain and a 1st down and much, much more. QB2 hands it off to Hawk, and he'll scoot his way forward for a solid gain. A pickup of 5 on the play, and that makes it 2nd and 5. They snap the ball. He'll take a shot at the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Oh, wait a minute. A muted celebration as there is a flag down. Here's the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Now they're lined up for the extra point. And they add yet another point, one of many in this matchup. They're up big right now. Following the touchdown, the Knights are ready to kick it away. Caught in the end zone, and we won't see a return here as he kneels for the touchback. Wanting nothing more than a score, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, here's Knight. Completes that throw on the crossing route. And a big collision there, wow. A 10-yard pickup, and they move the chains. Here's Knight to start the series. A short throw complete to his tight end. Taken down as he makes the grab. The completion good for 3, bringing up 2nd down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under pressure and sacked. Needing to make up some ground. Here's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll throw. On the slant, gets it to Cole. And he's across the 40 to the 43. A pickup of 9 on the play. And that makes it 4th and 3. Here's Knight. Oh, they can't connect. They rolled the dice, but come up empty. So the Knights will get the football with excellent field position. Halfway through the 4th quarter, it's 1st down. QB2 gives it to Hawk. And he doesn't waste any time picking up the first. He opens that series with an excellent run. Using his legs now. He'll go deep to the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown. Nice. Just 2 plays needed to find the end zone. Myers is on now for the PAT. And he puts it through. The score now, 38-14. Still ahead by a wide margin. Here comes the kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll kneel down for the touchback. Playing for nothing but pride at this point. It's first down. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Bounces outside of the pocket. Now he's out at the 29. A pickup of 4 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 6. Lined up in the shotgun. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Sends it to Thrash. Now that'll be out at the 35-yard line. They come out 5 wide. 3 to the right. On first down, back to pass. Completes this throw on the in route. They bring him down. Give him 9 there on that completion. 2nd down on the way. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. On 2nd down, he'll drop back. Scratch that. He's moving left. And that'll be caught along the left sideline. But there's a flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So the verdict's been delivered, and they'll accept the penalty as these teams get ready for the upcoming play. The D is ready for a throw on 3rd down. Out of the gun, looking to fire. Sends it to Monroe, picks up the first, and he's stopped at the 47. It's a 13-yard gain, good for a new set of downs. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be 2nd down. As we approach the final minute, here's 2nd and 10. Still looking to throw, it's Knight. Another throw to Monroe, and he picks up the first down.
Come on now, let's do this.
They're quick to get to the line. He'll throw again. Left side of the field, it's complete. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. Knight takes the snap. Not able to throw it away, gives up the sack.
Holding. Offense.
So there you go. Offensive holding as they give up 10 yards. On 2nd down, back to pass. He finds Thrash, and he's tackled at the 26-yard line. 10 yards that time, and a Hawks first down. seeing this offense come up with a variety of ways to move the ball on this drive, picking up first downs along the way. And they're inside the red zone at the 19. Timeout called by the Hawks. No choice but to stop the clock. And more high school football in a moment. Working now from within the red zone. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Here's Knight. And he makes the grab, picks up the first, and moves them even closer. Now the Hawks call timeout. They continue to stop the clock as we pick back up with the action. Out of the gun, it's Knight. Holds onto the ball as he takes a shot on that play. Timeout called by the Hawks. They've got none remaining as we make our way to the end of the Midwest Prep Showcase. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. On 3rd and goal, it's stating the obvious when I say they could really use a touchdown here. Looks to throw out of the shotgun. He's got it! Touchdown, Hawks! The fireworks continue in this heavyweight matchup. Here's the Hawks looking for 2. Knight looks downfield. He makes the grab. Good for 2 more. They've lined up to try the onside kick. This could get interesting. Oh, they're not able to recover it, and the rest of this game is now a formality. Opening play of this drive for the Knights. And let's be honest, the playbook should take advantage of the way QB2 is reading the D and making great decisions. Wow, it appears they're going to run a play rather than run out the clock. Not exactly sportsmanlike. And that will do it. The Knights win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I think my ability to stay in the pocket and get off accurate passes under pressure is something that will help at the next level.
Let's just hope you have someone like me out there hauling in those passes for you, though. But seriously, though, the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Well, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. He's a guy that's had a ton of success with the school, and I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
More details rolling in, everybody, on today's crazy news. Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' short list for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. You understand?
Well, you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on.
EA Sports coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida, and Hard Rock Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. They start out with a run by Ferguson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
8-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked picked off around the 37. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, Charles, you and I get to call a lot of games at the next level, but walking into the stadium, there's just something about the college atmosphere, the bands, the pageantry. So nice. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Following the penalty, it's Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Complete to Kelly. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A great play there. 29 yards. And LSU has taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
On 1st down, Ferguson, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And LSU adds on to their... advantage. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Tigers 14. Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll run with Ferguson, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14. Ducks nothing.
On third down, Barrett. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but
it's caught at the 10. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. 65 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Tigers 21. Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And some dangerous... territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Complete to Myers, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 57 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Well, that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And, boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to. But in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw on 3rd down, Barrett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Blue down. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Burgess. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
That's taken on the 25.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
1st and goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
LSU takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, and there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital, and that was a pretty good run right there, a good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference, because you and I both know that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL?
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Right back to Ferguson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Barrett under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded at the 33. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Ducks, nothing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
The They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down now. It's Drake. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Kelvin Brooks there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one.
Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. On first and goal, Drake. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want...
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And that will be incomplete.
Barrett's pass intended for
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Oregon's punter out on the field as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Oh, my goodness.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Barrett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Barrett. Steps away to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Today's final score, Tigers 59, Ducks nothing.
So things got off to a solid start.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I got to tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only going to lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just stop me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you upset, but we're in this together.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Barrett. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Barrett. Buying time to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And taken right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Outstanding field position for this young quarterback as he begins things here, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Well, this throw caught left side. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Mason Thibodeau, 39 yards. And LSU has taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going.
Can't get away, and he
3rd and long, they'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Simpson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
Stand 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He will not be throwing to start out as they begin on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good.
It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Well, we discussed how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. It's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Tigers 14. Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call. And a lot of teams will just panic, all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the gun, Barrett, and his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simpson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 3rd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Barrett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A real
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running, it's Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On first down, Ferguson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cameron, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Barrett, the passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. First and 10, LSU. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And LSU adds on to their advantage. He's having a nice... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
But I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
They'll run on first down. It's Ferguson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they'll try to run the option here.
Into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 44 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. What a game that he has had. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the fake extra point.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. On first down. It's Burgess. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Barrett. He's going to air one out. Let's climb inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Barrett. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Barrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown.
Wow, I mean, you talk about a guy catching absolute fire. That is now 5 first-half touchdown passes.
Partner, we haven't even hit halftime yet. I think this performance that we've seen thus far, there should be no question that he should stay under center the entire game. I know, we're talking about Coach O'Brien here. He may want to make a change, but I don't see it in this case. I see him staying with the hot hand. He's made the right decision before the game even started by handing him the ball. I think he'll let him play it out.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Yards to go. Danny Newberry for the Oregon field goal. A 55.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple.
And this is caught inside the 5. And you will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after here coming up. And the route is on here in this first half. LSU fans saying, hey, Tommy who right now? They're pretty happy. They lead big as we reach halftime. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
He's taken down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. It's Ferguson, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Running again, and again it's Ferguson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Operating for the gun. Barrett firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Ferguson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Back to throw Barrett. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
LSU takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
For number 15.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
intended.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 72 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Barrett. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Throwing here, Barrett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
They'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. And this is picked up by the defense.
Recovered by the...
And I get what he's trying to do there, trying to make a play, getting the ball to your teammate on the punt return, but we see the risk involved. It played out right there.
No doubt about it. Risk versus reward, and you know that that's drawn up really well on the grease board, right? And then you execute it and work on it in practice. But you know going into a game, heightened emotions, heightened sensitivities during the game, everything has to go perfectly for that play to be executed.
Ferguson on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
Partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's off at the 14.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on first down, Barrett complete to Myers, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And Myers has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. LSU with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they take a knee. And for the junior quarterback, his first win, and it's a big one.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
How was you last weekend?
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just... Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
one shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And I'll keep you updated as we receive more information. The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, Jewell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Jewell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Clemson now with a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jewell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Cooper. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now an update, by the way, on Tommy Matthews still in the locker room. We're not hearing much in the way of details, but we are being told that his return to this ball game is doubtful. Lucky for Coach O'Brien, his team's got a pretty good alternative. Henry on 1st down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
He's taken.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and
pressure comes, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Here's Cooper throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field to try and get up and get it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On second down now, it's Drake. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
For the LSU field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, despite not having Tommy Matthews on the field, they were still able to move the ball and tack on 3. And the score, Charles, now all tied here in the championship game.
And remember, only 3 points scored in the first half, and after a switch at quarterback, they're right back into this thing. And now if the defense could just up their level, this championship is far from over. This is a big-time second half coming up.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Second down pass. Intercepted.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first down, Murray. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A.J. McGrath, 36 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead.
For the extra point.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, they take their shots.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cooper. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that went off the mark, a little late with the throw. The Clemson punter out there now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Takes over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive.
Well, this is such a nerve-wracking time right now for both of these fan bases. Heck, my palms are sweating, CD. I don't even have a dog in the fight right now.
Yeah, and you're doing better than me because it's just your palms sweating. Right now, I have soaked my shirt with this ball game and everything going on. Can you imagine what it's like for that young quarterback down on the field if you and I are like this?
That's the thing. Your right leg is tapping up and down. My left leg's tapping up and down. I can only imagine what it's like to be inside that helmet. Look, no Tommy Matthews. The spotlight.
That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there. 76 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A.J. McGrath, his second touchdown of the night. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The LSU Tigers 19. The Clemson Tigers 6.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense, have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
The quarterback sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Cooper now, throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a 5-yard pickup and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
run here. It's Murray. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And LSU adds on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense, have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Staying nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Room here to run. There he goes, right side.
Tonight's final.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration.